Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to another episode of Field Trips. It is 5 in the morning. Sun has not even begun to come up yet. The only reason you can see me right now, I'm using that Psionics Aurora Sport camera, night vision camera, but we're not doing some night fishing today. It's too cold to really be fishing at night, but we got about an hour and 20-minute drive back to the Brazos River. I have fallen in love with this river, and today we're gonna be hunting some big largemouth and smallmouth bass below Possum Kingdom Lake. Going to be back up with Matt Scotch. You guys know him by now. I gotta get on the road. Come along for the journey. I'll see you there.
Not long ago, I decided to ditch the corporate grind to pursue my passions for traveling and the great outdoors. So I sold everything, moved into a trailer full time, and now I'm fishing my way across the entire country.
There we go, fish on.
Look at that!
You're watching Field Trips with Robert Field.
That was insane!
So I am back on the Brazos River in North Texas. You guys just saw me there doing a crappie catch and cook, but that was a way different stretch of river. I am back below Possum Kingdom Lake, where you guys first saw the Brazos River when we came out here with Matt Scotch and Brooks Beatty. Unfortunately, Brooks is not around today, but Matt Scotch is on his way. Now, we were supposed to meet up about 15 minutes ago. He's not gonna be here for another hour, so I got a little time to kill. I guess you can't be one of the best kayak anglers in the world and be punctual. He's kind of routinely late, but it's okay, I forgive him. It's always a blast with this guy. So while I got a little bit of time to kill waiting on Matt, I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna be throwing today, what our techniques are gonna be for going after these big bass here on the Brazos. I'm also about to open up my mystery tackle box for this month, see if there's anything there that can help me. You guys can kind of help me come up with a game plan for today. All right guys, so let's see what we got in the box this time. This is the Mystery Tackle Box Pro Box. Mystery Tackle Box is a subscription service where every month you get new baits delivered right to your door. I have found it to be the perfect way to expand my arsenal, learn new techniques, learn new baits, try new things, and I've gained confidence in a lot of lures I never would have used otherwise. And actually right now is the perfect time if you want to try Mystery Tackle Box to sign up. They're having a holiday sale going on, 20% off a subscription for yourself, or get a free gift if you buy a subscription for someone else as a gift. They'll get a little bonus. So you're never gonna find a better deal on it than right now. And I'm telling you, it really has made me a better angler as I learn these new baits. But let's open this guy up, see what we got today, see if any of this will be useful in our current mission. So the normal thing, you get some stickers, some games, it tells you what's inside and what the value is. I'll set that stuff aside for now. By the way, if you want to sign up for Mystery Tackle Box, there's a link down in the description. Check it out. You can also check out like my social media. You'll see it on there. But first thing I see in here, I already know I'm going to use. So this is big bite baits, and these are little paddle tails. And I've actually run into these before somewhere. I can't remember where, but the tails got great action. And moving baits are going to be kind of the key today, including an Alabama rig. And this would be perfect for throwing on the Alabama rig. Check those guys out. That looks juicy. Next up, cannot go wrong with a black and blue jig. Black and blue, I probably use jigs in this color 9 times out of 10. I just love black and blue. Sunny, overcast, deep, it doesn't matter. Black and blue is hard to beat. Here we got the Lunker Hunt Yappa frog. Now, this is kind of a popping frog, which is my favorite kind of frog. And the last time we were here in the summer, a popper was doing killer. Back then, I know this would have slayed him. Today, it is cold. It may not, but you never know. I will definitely keep that guy handy. If I see busting on the surface, that'd be a perfect thing to throw at it. Oh yeah, so Z-Man, can't go wrong with Z-Man. If you never use Z-Man, they got killer plastic. It's super stretchy, and basically one bait, one plastic can last through 40 fish. This is the Z-Man Craw. I've used this before. Great bait, and that may go on that jig, or more likely, I'd probably throw that on like a shaky head, get that thing to stand up, get those claws dancing. But this will be perfect if I decide that it's a little more subtle bite than we're hoping and thinking it's gonna be. Next up, good little combo. I love that they really put a lot of thought into this. You know, the stuff makes sense together. So here we've got the Exo Ribbon from BioSpawn. Killer looking kind of curly tail worm. Really love this, black and blue once again. And then they pair it with a couple worm hooks that'll be perfectly paired with that bait. Again, they really kind of think this stuff through. It's not just some hodgepodge of stuff. It's stuff that, I mean, really, I've kind of got enough different presentations now, especially with this last thing. I love this, a wake bait. So if there are striper still around, I love throwing a wake bait for striper. It's basically like a square bill, but instead of diving, it's really gonna sit right under the surface. Maybe go a foot down, but maybe not. And this is a shallow, rocky river, so that could be perfect. And you notice that, you know, I've got a couple slow presentations. I've got the worms, the craws, and the jig. I've got a moving hard bait. They gave me some paddle tails, moving soft baits, and then a topwater. So you can see I've kind of got a little bit of everything. I basically could just come out here with this box and probably one of the patterns is gonna work. So cannot say enough about this mystery tackle box. It's something that, you know, when I first heard about it, I thought it was kind of gimmicky. Yeah, I don't need that. You know, I know what I need to buy. But again, I realized that I really kind of stuck to the same maybe 20 baits every time I went bass fishing. And since I started this subscription, I probably added 40 new baits that I never would have thrown otherwise to my arsenal. And the more options you've got when the bite is tough, the more fish you're gonna bring to hand. Being adaptable, being flexible is key in fishing, especially bass fishing, and having more options in my quiver is gonna help me get it done. But Matt should be here any minute. I'm gonna finish up. I gotta tie a couple leaders, and then we're gonna launch and get on the water. See you guys out there. All right, guys, we just met Jack here at the boat ramp.
What's up?
And he recognized me. He's seen the show at least a little bit. So yeah, hopefully you're watching this episode now. It's kind of like weird to think about, but he's here doing the same thing, looking for big bass.
Yes, sir.
He's got a game plan. I like it. And look what the cat drug in.
Morning, brother.
About time, bro.
I know, dude. Taking my sweet ass time this morning. I did bring breakfast, though.
I'm getting you. Oh, brought breakfast. Best way to make up for being late is bringing breakfast for sure.
Right there, man. We
That's-
both have food in there.
That's Texas in a bag right there, y'all. Oh, my man. Before I forget, there's actually something else going on for the holidays. So you've probably heard me talk about Carl's Club before now. I'm talking about Carl's Bait and Tackle. If you're still paying full price for your fishing tackle, I just feel sorry for you. Either you're not listening or you think this is some kind of scam. I don't know. But by joining Carl's Club, you can get up to 30% off, and usually 30% off all of your fishing tackle, the stuff you're already buying. I get 30% off of all the fishing tackle that I buy. If you buy $100 worth of fishing tackle a year, it's gonna save you money. If you buy a lot more than that, like I do, it'll pay for your next kayak with the savings. It's such a killer deal. But if for some reason you don't want 30% off your tackle, that's not enough to entice you. Right now, they let me put together something called the Holiday Fish List, the Field Trips Holiday Fish List, where I handpicked 13 baits that I think work for just about anything, from striper to redfish to bass. It's kind of a collection of my go-to, the stuff that never leaves my box no matter what I'm doing. They're allowing me to give you guys an extra 10% off on top of the 30% right now through the holidays by using my link down in the description or using the code FISHLIST when you check out. Super simple. You're gonna save money. If you want to get some tackle for a friend for the holidays, there's never been a better time. But go check it out. At least go look at the list, see what all I put on there. Those are my go-to baits. So if you like to know what I like to throw the most, it's right there on that list. Link down in the description. Check it out, guys. Save yourself some money, or don't. I get zero things when you guys do that. So like, there's no incentive for me. I'm just trying to help you out, save you money. So yeah, do it or don't. In the meantime, I'll be saving money on all the tackle I buy, and I buy way too much tackle. It's actually kind of an issue. What a beautiful morning. It's already starting to warm up. All right, Scotch is already on. He said this rock pile will hold fish a lot of times. You snagged it? What is that, a carp? Okay, snagged a buffalo carp in the dorsal fin. So these are not the droids we were looking for. And there he goes. Oh, look. He's in the mirage shot. Look. This little mouth. He has no idea like what's happening right now.
Nah, he thinks he's still captive.
Yeah. You're free, bro. Be free. Look at him just chilling. He just wants to hang out. Smallmouth buffalo, not the smallmouth we are targeting today. So as you're making your way down river, we're kind of just looking for ambush points, right? So they're gonna be behind some laydown like this, or behind a log that's coming into the water like that, something that breaks up the current, and something they can hide behind or hide up in and come out and attack prey that's coming by unsuspecting.
or hopefully our lure that's coming by and looking unsuspecting. This is that kind of first big bend where last time we came down here and Scotch had the first fish of the day, a nice striper around this corner. Uh-oh. Pull my rudder up, it's getting skinny. Around this corner, there's a kind of deeper hole, almost forms like a pond. Maybe nothing in it, or maybe some smallies or largemouth have taken up residence. You see this? Strong current with a nice eddy on the side. That's the kind of stuff we're looking for. That one was just a little shallow, but that's kind of the name of the game when you're river fishing. Like this probably has a fish under it. I just wasn't ready. All right, I'm seeing some disturbances on the water. It's so calm right now that they really stand out, but I've seen a few pops that looked like predators. Nice, first fish hooked in the mouth of the day. Scotch got what he says is a pretty good bass. Looks pretty good. Ooh. Nice. Decent little chunk there on the square bill, huh?
Yep, Excite XP1.
Excite baits. They're local here to North Texas. Great guys over there. I see.
There we go.
Yep. Dude. It's a crappie on the baby bull shad. A stud, bro. Look at that. Yeah, right off that tree. Look at that. I bet you there's more in there. Look at that. The baby bull shad. Not just good for bass. Apparently, stuck a crappie. We're just kind of in the crappie zone the last few days, I guess. Can't get away from him now. We're gonna keep that guy, keep a few of them.
That's a stud, man.
Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a black, right?
Yeah, it's a black crappie.
Got
Yeah.
that racing
Got
stripe.
racing stripe and speckles.
Yep.
The whites have vertical bars on them.
In fact, in Florida, they call these specks, which really confused me because we were on the St. Johns River. You were there, and they kept saying, "Yeah, we're fishing for specks," and I was thinking, "There's speckled trout in this freshwater river," and then finally I realized they were talking about these guys, and you could see why. But yeah, you know, and I actually just remembered this baby bull shad I got in the mystery tackle box the last time we were on this river. I opened it up that morning, and I was raving about the action, and now here we are back on the same river and catching not the target species, but a delicious one. And that might be, I mean, that's pushing my personal best crappie right there. That's
a nice one.
That's a tank. Yeah? Nice. Another crappie for Matt. He saw me yank that one out, so he got back out the same tandem rig we were using the other day on this same river about 2 hours away from here, and just pulled out a crappie right in the same spot that I just hooked that one. He said, why don't we see if we can't get a couple more? And yeah, one down. He's catching them a little more conventionally than the baby bull shad, but look at that. Pulling them out left and right. He's found them now. I'm taking credit for that since I found that spot. Well, as he told us the other day, where there's one, there's almost always more. And he just pulled 2 more out of that same spot. I think he's gonna keep at it. I'm gonna see if I can't find a bass. Something decent. Fish on. Feels like a pretty decent fish, pretty heavy fish. On the Alabama rig with the Exo swims on it. Oh, big old striper. Big old striper. Come here. Oh, yeah! Oh, he choked it too. All right, look at that guy. That's the problem with Alabama rigs and nets. But I don't know if y'all can see that, but he choked it. Look at that, the action continues. Crappie and now striper. Basically not the fish that I was talking about earlier that we came out here to catch, but I'll take that all day. Slaying the Alabama rig just like last time. Matt said that most of these guys are out of this stretch of the river because of a big fish kill not too long ago, but like with any fish kill, there's always gonna be a few survivors, and looks like I found one, and he's skinny, but long. Beautiful, beautiful fish. We'll let her go. Oof, swam away strong. Striper can be finicky, and you really want to treat them right. Barely had that girl out of the water at all, but they are fragile, so if you catch a striper, put her right back.
or she'll die later. But she should be just fine. She was fighting me and biting me, but man, what a fun morning.
Hell yeah.
Haven't even caught a bass yet.
They coming.
Doesn't even matter. While I was over there fighting that guy,
I've already put them in the basket.
out in the middle of the river, Scotch got three more crappie and missed a few more. So he's gonna keep working on dinner. I'm gonna keep doing this A-rig, and I mean, I'm looking for a big bass. I would love a big smallie, but big largemouth would be great. I mean, they got upwards of 10 pounds in here, and at the same time, a couple more striper like that, and I'll be a happy camper. I don't mind that at all. But this A-rig is just all in my net. I gotta get this untangled. So this is where I just caught that striper, right out here in the middle. There's some kind of jet from the Air Force Base flying around overhead. But this is where I caught that striper, and I keep seeing activity on the surface. They're chasing shad, pushing shad up to the surface. And so this Alabama rig should be perfect for that. Get deep. Oh, you see that? That was a big smack right there. And there's another one. Look, there's activity all over. There are fish in here feeding right now. I'm gonna take advantage while it's hot. So this Alabama rig is loaded with Exo swims from Biospawn, and that's another bait that I had never heard of until I got Mystery Tackle Box. And it is now quickly becoming my favorite paddle tail on the planet. It's another example of how this box has kind of expanded my horizons. Doing a pretty moderate retrieve, not too fast. Water still is pretty cold, but you're also kind of trying to get a reaction strike out of this. So you don't want to creep it too slow. Yep, and there we go. Sean, something smaller. What do we got? Another striper. This little guy. And he also went for the bigger swim bait in the back. This green one. I mean, they're the same swim bait. This one's just a little bit longer. This little guy. But hey, they're in here feeding. What I'm really hoping is that there's a big old largemouth or smallmouth mixed in with these guys. That's what I'm really looking for. But in the meantime, you'll never hear me complaining about catching striper. They're a fun fish. Strong, aggressive, fast. Everything you're looking for in a sport fish. Oof, they're still jumping. Well, just broke off my Alabama rig, which is always an expensive proposition, but this will give me an opportunity to try out these big bite swim baits that I got in my Mystery Tackle Box. Try these on the end of this bad boy. Give the Exo swims a rest. They have been good to me. So I'm tying this Alabama rig on to straight braid, no leader. A, to not break it off as much. B, because, you know, people that think that fish are leader shy, when they're throwing this hunk of metal, it's like if this doesn't scare them off, a little bit of braid in front of it that looks like a piece of grass is not going to scare them off. And then let's see, I got my swim bait box out. Find some jig heads. I'm going to put some chartreuse jig heads on the 4 outer ones and a beefier jig head with a bigger swim bait in the middle one. These are VMC jig heads, which actually this exact jig head is on my holiday fish list. So if you wanted to go pick up the jig heads that I like to use, you can get 30% off them anytime by being a Carl's Club member. And right now, use the link in my description, and you can get an extra 10% off of these, along with swim baits to go on them. Now I'm gonna grab one bigger Exo swim, and then in the Mystery Tackle Box, got these guys. So now I'm kind of upsizing over the swim baits I had on the last rig, but since I was catching dinks, I don't think that's a bad call. Maybe I can make it so I don't have to weed through quite as many of these little guys. I'm feeling pretty good about that right there. Something pretty good. Something pretty big, something pretty big. Just swapped out the swim bait. I broke off my A-rig, so I just tied a new one on and put those swim baits from my Mystery Tackle Box, and I think that was 3rd cast. It's gotta be a striper, the way it's fighting. Pretty good one, he thumped it. Yeah, dude, yeah. Yeah, even bigger. Bigger than the last one. Oh, oh. Yeah, man. He's a hog. Come on. It always feels like when you got the big fish on, everything gets tangled
Anything that oh yeah. Yeah, bro, doesn't fit in the net. Oh, now that's a striper. That one's got a little more of a belly on her. Whoo-wee! Mr. Tackle Box is getting it done today. All right, another nice striper. They are liking the A-rig today. And that's with some new swim baits I've never used before. That's a hog there. Mark her on the Angler app. Beauty fish. I mean, they're skinny, you can tell. The river's not in great shape right now, but she is hanging on. And I mean, she's got to be one of the top predators right here in this little stretch. She goes, there she goes. Never a beautiful release shot, but I knew it though. The second I tapped her, she went. You just never know when to let go.
Oh, I know. I just thought it was funny.
You know, I've always really loved this kind of landscape. I can't say this part of Texas because it's found in different parts of Texas, but this sort of hill country, big boulders, kind of desert, you know, granite rocks, a mix of pines and shrubs and cacti. And it's just, you know, at first glance, it seems kind of everything's got spines or thorns or, you know, pretty much everything out here will get you. But when you really start to kind of pay attention, there's just so much life that lives in these types of regions. And I mean, everything from coyotes and mountain lions to tons of white-tailed deer, armadillos, there's bobcats, you know, in the waterways there's beavers and otters, and there's just so much going on, just so much life. And I don't know what it is about it, but you know, I think we all have kind of that one sort of terrain or sort of landscape that really just kind of speaks to us. We just kind of like, you know, for whatever reason. Maybe we grew up in it, maybe we didn't grow up in anything like it, you know, and that's why. But you know, some people are mountain people, some people are beach people, or you know, whatever. But there's something about this kind of semi-desert that really just kind of speaks to me. So just the wind just picked up pretty dramatically, so I decided to start throwing this big whopper plopper, which is also on my holiday fish list. And not a big guy, but just goes to show, you would think, don't you want to throw the smaller whopper plopper? No, I do not. It's windy, I want to get their attention. That's got a 2-patch, that's actually a spotted bass. Wind's picking up, but there's a nice little spotted bass on the whopper plopper. Nice. Well, we're running out of daylight, but the crappie are right where Matt left him. He's already caught one, and there's a little bass for him too. On the crappie jig. Nicely done. Beauty. Some wild hogs over here. Scattered before I got the camera out, but they're in that brush right there. Yep, there you go. See them? So I was talking about earlier, there's so much wildlife out here. In fact, I can't believe I forgot to say hogs. Probably the most common type of wildlife out here. Alright folks, and that is all the time that we've got for today. Sun is going down quick. It's about to get dark on us, and we got to go up basically 2 sets of rapids, which will not be as fun in the dark. Unfortunately, I left my Psionics night vision camera in the truck. Didn't think we'd be out this long. Super fun day. The big bass and smallies didn't want to cooperate, but got 2 nice striper to hand, some other striper, caught a few spotted bass. Matt's got a cooler full of crappie. All in all, a great day spent on the river. This place is beautiful. I have fallen in love with the Brazos River. Something I just learned from Matt was that the Brazos River starts in Texas, so it's really kind of a Texas gem we're hogging to ourselves. All right, let's start this workout. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Shop Carl's holiday fish list. Get on it. Save money on the tackle you're already buying, or save money on the tackle that I use everywhere I go. And if you want to get a mystery tackle box, try that out. It's the best time it's ever going to be. Never going to be a better deal than they're giving right now through the holidays. Links down in the description. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you next week, assuming we survive this upriver excursion after dark. It's gonna be a workout.